lies. Most of them are now soy boys who just keep their heads down, try not to upset the missus, because then the whole world will fucking end, thanks to the laws that I've just mentioned. But what about the youngsters growing up? You know, there's a chance that they could be radicalised, that they could see the truth, because they're growing up in a society where it's very clear that it's fallen apart. It's very clear that we've been invaded. So the UK government are very much going to be having their eyes on young white men and doing their absolute best to chop their balls off at a young age. I mean, literally, through the trans movement, some of them will actually be chopping their balls off at a young age, or at the very least be chemically castrating themselves by taking hormone drugs in their teenage years. But don't worry, guys, they have no long-term effect. You can definitely trust them. You know, I mean, it's impossible to even run these tests because obviously you need a generation to see the effects. And they've never lied to you before. You know, we've not just found out that the 2021 medical saving thing was untested. In fact, no, it was tested. It was tested on animals and they all died. Right, so they tested it on you instead. So those that aren't indoctrinated enough or more...
Reverse gamble with Lemire Darthol. Because there's a lot of positive market things going on. Strong can't resist it. Gold match made in heaven. Gold gamble, Sea Warrior. Gold gamble. There's too many gold gambles. I think it's this reverse gamble. Lemire Darthol. This one. There's a gold gamble and a match made in heaven. Crystal Orchard. Sea Warrior. It's just that question mark there. Reverse gamble. Lemire Darthol. Yeah. Not going to be able to get these on in time. Match made in heaven. Crystal Orchard. Sea Warrior. All gold gambled. Watch this first race, see how it transpires.
So the fields stretch on now towards the back straight for the one and only time in this CRS Building Supplies National Hunt Maiden Hurdle Race, and downhill towards flight number 2. Can't Resist It still holds the narrow lead over On the Bayou in second place. Racing along in third, A Match Made in Heaven, in company with Sea Warrior, who's a close fourth. Sea Warrior is followed by Dr. Romeo, and with him Crystal Orchard. And these are 2 to 3 lengths up now on the likes of Mr. Winter. Lemire Darthol is picking his way through the field now. Barford Brook is towards the wide outside of the group, and Georgia Street comes next as they fly over the first down the back. A mistake to make ground. This is still beast. But I can see for Miles, who is now dropped back to be last of all. Mrs. Penn is now ahead of him, and so too Barford Brook as they move on towards the third down this section of the track. Can't resist it, still leading. And they're not a very gone ahead of him now. A match made in heaven taking much closer order, and Sea Warrior as well. Limia Dartel, in fact, relegates On the Bayou back to 5th place as they come now to the last over on the far side. They in turn were followed by the improving Crystal Orchard, and On the Bayou looks in trouble here, now dropping back to 6th place and is being stoked along. Mr. Winter's not that far behind him. Passage de Moray is starting to stay on a little bit towards these leaders as well, and then another little gap to Bah. Now just got these three in the home straight to take. Can't resist. It's been up there throughout, seems to have shaken off the favourite On the Bayou, who's backpedaling now quite a remote 6, so Can't Resist It going to be challenged by a match made in heaven. Limier Dartel is being produced in the McManus Silks, going well. Crystal Orchard is next towards the outside, then Sea Warrior in behind them in 5th place, and only 6 for On the Bayou as they now race on towards the second last flight of hurdles. Bahati's been pulled up. It's Can't Resist It with Limier Dartel now moving through as a challenger in 2nd place. A match made in heaven is in 3rd, followed then by Crystal Orchard, and then On the Bayou back in 5th place. They're running down towards the of hurdles. Can't Resist It, Limier Dartel, and a match between the two of them, and they're together with Crystal Orchard onto the run in now. Limier Dartel is out in front, but now trying to get there is a match made in heaven who's moved into 2nd place, closing in on him as well. A match in heaven to win. In 2nd place, Crystal Orchard was 3rd, Can't Resist It 4th, and only 5th for the market leader On the Bayou.
Coming fast late to take it, 13-2 was the SP of that one, Jermaine Street. They are getting ready on 2. Orders and off at Jermaine Street.
Some toast and only toast.
Match fast there.
Right, Gold Gamble landed there.
Let's get Main Street.
Well, Devon remaining as the leader jumps at a length clear of 2nd with 3rd another length back. We did have one faller there, so 36 remain down the hill towards the first of the water jumps, and that's fence number 5. 3 of them have pulled clear now, the rest of the field. Oh, we've had a faller there. The horse in 2nd has gone, and then there's a pull-up and an unseated as well, so 33 now approach fence number 6. And the leaders get over it safely, and everybody in fact cleared fence 6, so 33 remain as they run down the slope towards the penultimate fence. And it's still anybody's race. The leader jumps it a length clear of 2nd. I can tell you that there was one pull-up and one unseated at the rear, so 31 remain as they go down towards the 8th and final fence, which is the 2nd of the water jumps. And the leader has a 2-length lead here over 2nd with a half length to 3rd, and the horse in 2nd is gone, and there's a pull-up and an unseated as well. 28 remain, but the leader is well clear. There's a horse on the inside rail coming with a heck of a run to try and nick the advantage on the line, but it looks like the long-time leader will hold on by a half a length and a good 5 lengths back to the horse in 3rd.
Yes, that's the with it there then at Jermaine Street. Crystal Espoir, the winner at 29-1 the 2nd, 50-1 the 3rd, 20-1 the 4th. Portman Park quickly across there. Cleric's Hope 5-1, 11-2 Novo Decade, 6-1 Diana's Mirror, and 7-1 Bar. We're all set to go.
Yeah, I didn't have time to get on them.
Out of his ground as well. So now to the fences away from the grandstand. There are 4 contenders for the lead here.
This gamble's struggling. The first one landed, and of course I missed it, and now back to loser by the looks of it. So just fucking brilliant. Just does your confidence, doesn't it? I've set me. I'm taking 1800 no matter what. So I've had 6 bets to play with. Not good.
Pie unseating at the first, and Zany Champ virtually unsteerable at his fences. He was pulled up before fence number 7. So on they head towards the far side of the racecourse, and still 4 of them disputing the lead here. Lime Tree Boy on the inside, Flash Gorkum on the wide outside, Storming Nelson, and between those is Rangatira Jack. These 4 line abreast, followed by Bertie Wooster in 5th place. Brucey Bonus is in 6th, followed by, well, Willia, who is in turn tracked down the hill by King Cormac, and at the back end of the field, Valoran Gold detached in last place. On they head then, down towards the first of the line of fences down the back straight. And up front, not much to choose here between Rangatira Jack and Storming Nelson towards the outside of the group, with Flash Gorkum jumping well there too. Flash Gorkum just ahead of Lime Tree Boy, who's still front rank. Followed then by Bertie Wooster. After Bertie Wooster, King Cormac is on the improve. Well, Willia is next. Brucey Bonus now dropping to the tail end of the field. Indeed, sits last. Valoran Gold has moved just ahead of him. Brucey Bonus clambers over that in last place. Up front, Flash Gorkum, together with Lime Tree Boy at the next fence, and still jumping with every chance, Rangatira Jack on the air outside. Storming Nelson in 4th place. Bertie Wooster a close 5th. Well, Willia together with King Cormac next, and then there's a yawning gap now to Valoran Gold, who's way out of contention, and pulled up at the back end of the field is Brucey Bonus. And now they head then towards the home straight. A really eventful race, and the leader, Rangatira Jack, shows the way just from Storming Nelson and Flash Gorkum. Lime Tree Boy under pressure now next to Bertie Wooster, and King Cormac's fans will still think they have a chance, and well, Willia is still there as well with a bit of a squeak as well. So these 7 then come down the home straight, and they're clear of Valoran Gold, who's the only other one still going. They move now towards the 4th last fence. Rangatira Jack heading towards the 4th last with the lead from Bertie Wooster, and well, Willia, the loose horse, threatening to cause chaos there. He jumped right across the path of each of those 3 leaders, but luckily no harm done. On they go towards the 3rd last fence, and well, Willia's come to the front. Just watch for a challenge, though, coming from King Cormac in the yellow and black. He's alongside Bertie Wooster now at the 2nd last fence. In 4th and weakening is Rangatira Jack, as they head then down towards the last fence. Well, Willia, King Cormac, the potential for the loose horse to still create mayhem is there at the last fence, and at the last it's King Cormac who soared over that final fence. From well, Willia in 2nd place, a huge gap has developed back to Bertie Wooster in 3rd, and even in the last few yards of the race, the loose horse threatening to create mayhem, but you can breathe easy if you sided with King Cormac, who has run out the winner. Well, Willia in company with Valoran Gold and Bertie Wooster were the placed horses.
Yeah, King Cormac then at 11 to 1 wins an incident pack race there. Fontainebleau New Connection has got home first there. Fontainebleau New Connection, the 6 to 4 favourite, has won. The jockey's sharing a laugh there, probably about the loose horse nearly knocking them over. Fearless jockeys. Now at Canterbury Hills, we've got just 30 seconds betting time. That is there for you on 2, though, and it is going to be a good afternoon to Air. Jerko 5 to 4, 7 to 4, walking on a 3, heads to harps 11 to 4. So nothing odds on in this 3-runner race for our radio team to discuss.
Well, at the first, the whole was okay. Zany Champ went violently to the right, was pulled up at the 5th. And, yeah, you know, there was a little bit of money around for the winner, and he stayed on nicely.
Yeah, stayed on nicely, as you say, and yeah, not too many finishers there, John, and yeah, that loose horse, eyes were just drawn to him over those final sort of 3 fences.
Yeah, did well to avoid them, really, but King Cormac, of course, consistent sort in the veteran stage now, but he stayed a bit further, and that came in handy. The sort of pace they went, I think we even sort of Valorant Gold, who looked to be, I thought it was to be pulled up, leaving the back straight. I think it ends up finishing 4th, which looked very unlikely most of the way. And Rangatira Jack, not surprisingly, cut her early in the home straight.
That was the second race over at Exeter. We'll get you the result shortly. We're going to cross to Ayr, though, now, because their first of 6 races not too far away. The going up at Ayr today is soft. First race is a steeplechase, novices handicap. Steeplechase event, and sorry, just a handicap chase here. Jerko at 11 to 8, Walking on a Dream at 13 to 8, and Heads or Harps at 11 to 4. Craig, you're looking at Ayr for us this afternoon. Just the 3 of them in this opening contest.
Yeah, Jerko, I think, most likely pace angle went off hard at front, 2 starts back. Eventually got run down by Big Zook. Lost second close to the line. I don't think that was strongest to form because, subsequently Big Zook has run a shocker. So I think, Lucinda Russell and Michael Scudamore's going to have the winner here. Just which one? Walking on a Dream, I think, has got a little bit more class than Heads or Harps at these weights. Jack Power claiming 5. He's looked a little bit slow at times, but I think that's been down to the heavy ground. And I think the drying conditions can help Walking on a Dream here, Gareth. And yeah, I think he's the one of the 2 Lucinda runners here.
Yeah, thank goodness for Lucinda Russell and Michael Scudamore here, because they are responsible for 2 of the 3 runners. Not the favourite, though, who is Jerko at 5 to 4 as they are about to come forward. It's a nice sunny day, maybe a bit of a drying day up at Ayr. Possibility, Craig, for the ground to be a bit tacky.
From the high desert and the great American Southwest, I bid you all good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be, wherever you are.
In this opening contest, Jerko just about landed
in these 25 time zones, covered each like a blanket by this program, Midnight in the Desert. My name is Art Bell. Hi, everybody. Rules for the show, simple, sweet and simple, no bad language, and 1 call per show. I want to do my thank yous. Telos, who's supplied all the good sound, and
come to their open ditch. Jump number 3 is Jerko. Jumped that one better than the previous. Landed with the lead from Walking on a Dream, and Heads or Harps and the black and red silks. Now quickly to the 4th. Jerko over in front. Walking on a Dream once again lands in 2nd, and Heads or Harps held up at last of the 3 in the early part under Derek Fox. Now coming towards the final fence over on the back straight this time. Fence number 5, and Jerko handled that one well.
Right,
Landed with the lead of nearing 3 lengths now to Walking on a Dream.
No bet here, of course. Not those prices. Outsider could take it. There's nothing signalling. Only weak signal.
Council tax for van dwellers, people that have no address. So how is this really going to work? Councils to try and introduce a council tax for van dwellers, people that have no address. So how is this really going to work? For you to fall foul of the Band A council tax, you need to be in one place for a certain amount of time, over a long period normally. If you're moving around like me from day to day and don't stay in the same place, you're going to avoid the council tax altogether. So the moral of this story is don't sit in the same place for many days.
Okay, so I guess if any of the van life channels was going to bring this up and have a moan about it, it was going to be me, wasn't it? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that Bristol City Council, the Liberal Democrat councillor, Stephen Williams, wants to bring in a cost for van life. They want to charge van lifers, full-time van lifers, van dwellers, whatever you want to call us. They want to charge us council tax. Now, this is on top of a parking fee, which they already charge at £30. So what they've done is they've encouraged the van life community in Bristol. Obviously, Bristol City has quite a vast amount of van lifers, somewhere towards the 600 mark is what I believe is living in and around the Bristol area. So they've encouraged them to move into a car park area and charge £30 a week to cover the costs of this parking area, which is for basically a portaloo and a tap, which is not fresh drinking water, by the way. It is just a running water tap with washing up facilities, I guess, but not fresh drinking water. And now they want to charge council tax at another £35, so £65 per week, parking fees, council tax fees, whatever you want to call it. How do you feel about this? I'll tell you how I feel. But I'm not saying I'm totally against the idea of paying towards the community. But I would have thought paying the £30 in the first place to cover the costs of parking, you're already paying. What is that £30 for then, if it is not for the services provided? Why are you asking for another £35 to cover other costs? And if you've got no postal address, you've got no other facilities, you've got no electric hookup, you've got no power point, you've got no toilet waste facilities, as in dumping your toilet waste, what are you paying the extra £35 for? That's what I'd be questioning. Also, how does it work out for people like me that don't stay in any one area, that travel around? Now, I do believe that the costs involved at Bristol is for the people that stay weekly at the same spot in the car park. Now, all I see is that what this is going to do is going to encourage the people that stay in this car park area to not stay in the area, to be back out on the roads again. You're causing more of an issue than you are fixing anything. You're going to make all these people that have accepted the cost of parking in the car park run away from that area and go park up back on the streets, which is where you don't want them. And you can only blame yourself for doing that if you're going to bring in these costs. So in recent months there's been some activity from other councils that are putting up airtight facilities, parking areas with toilet waste facilities and water, drinking water available. Will these councils also require council tax, is my question. And what happens if you're only staying for 1 or 2 nights? What happens if you're already paying council tax and you're a van lifer that's got a house, travelling around, and yeah, you just park for the night and want to move on next day? It's starting to look a little bit unfair for the van life community, where they are being hounded for costs and made to pay fees that they're not using or not getting. Again, it's councils wanting money for nothing to run a corrupt business that don't provide facilities. Look at the roads. I mean, let me just turn the camera around on look at that. Who's responsible for fixing that? Why ain't that is a public road. Look at the state of it. isn't that part of what your council tax would be paying towards? Fixing roads, public services. And it's not getting done. And it's not getting done now. So what makes what would make me think that it will get done if I was to pay £35 a week council tax towards my living in a van? I don't think it will get done either. It just doesn't seem to. Nothing gets fixed in this country. They just keep taking money for whatever cause they claim it to be, and no services get provided. I mean, the policing now is absolutely corrupt. Why would anyone want to pay towards policing? Medical facilities, seeing a doctor, a dentist, it's non-existent. So why are we paying towards a system that doesn't exist in reality? We have absolutely disgusting waiting times in hospitals. So why should we be paying these costs? Why aren't we getting service? Why aren't we getting value for money? That's the main thing here.
2 ingredients, 1 drink. Pharaohs were buried with one of them. Aztec emperors drank 50 cups a day of the other one before visiting their harem. And when modern scientists finally combined them together, they found it opens up your arteries and gives you a stiffer, stronger erection. This is the King's Tonic. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to make this simple drink. And on top of the stiffness, it can lower your blood pressure, boost your testosterone, and reduce inflammation. I'm Dr. Rachel Ross, physician and sexologist, and this is the one that you're going to want to save. Let's get into it. Now, in ancient Egypt, the pomegranate wasn't just a fruit. It was sacred. They placed them in tombs alongside pharaohs because they believed the pomegranate held the secret to vitality, to virility, and life after death, right? North African healers used the pomegranate in tonics for newlyweds. Berber and Middle Eastern traditions gave them to brides as a symbol of passion and union. Now, picture this, across the ocean, the Aztec Emperor Montezuma was doing something really similar with a completely different ingredient. He reportedly drank up to 50 cups a day of the bitter, dark drink made from cacao beans before visiting his harem. This stuff was so valuable that they actually used it as a currency. Warriors drank it before battle, and it was restricted to men because they believed it had, intoxicating effects. So they didn't want women drinking it. So you've got 2 ancient civilizations, thousands of miles apart, and both of them knew that these 2 ingredients did something powerful to the body. Today, we're going to combine them together. And what they may not have known at that time, but we do now, is the reason behind the magic. And it comes down to 1 molecule. That molecule is nitric oxide. Now, every single blood vessel in your body is lined with a specialized cell called endothelium. Think of endothelium like wallpaper inside your blood vessels. And when that wallpaper is
Hi, as requested, I'm going to be reviewing the video called Eating Raw Meat Every Day on Carnivore, Safe or Stupid by Anthony Shafee.
Okay, everyone, just want to do a quick video on whether or not you should do raw versus cooked meat on.
What looks better, the red, juicy meat, which is the meat in its natural state, or the dry, cooked? It's possible that you won't even notice much. In restaurants nowadays, they simply use some grain-fed meat. It's nothing really special, but because they use these lean cuts without any fat, you won't get food poisoning from them.
Do exist. Now, there's a terrain theory and a germ theory, where germ theory is just everything's about microbes, and terrain theory is, well, actually it matters, what the terrain is on, right? Because if you don't have fertile soil, then you can dump all the seeds you want on it, they're not going to grow. So the thing is that if you have a health...
Both of those are not even theories by definition. Maybe hypotheses.
And Sean is last. Inside the 900 they go.
Not even really
Masai Moon eventually works across here to sit outside the leader. Native American pushing up here
just
to
be
keep
clear,
him
in case
in
you
the
don't
running line.
understand,
Miss of Change is third under Pat Cosgrave. Monada now 4 deep, punching the breeze. From XL Power,
factual,
Blue Trail is
but
cluttered up in behind them. Then came Emperor's Star, a length from Jeff Coons. High Season next from Dante's Lad involved.
A lot of infections and parasites very well, but that does not mean that...
Looking for some room, then came Sean. Into the straight they travel. It is Masai Moon the leader, and he's looking to kick away. Native American staying in touch for now. Blue Trail finally gets out for a run. Then came next there XL Power, Jeff Coons, involvement to the wide outside along with Emperor's Star. Masai Moon the leader from Blue Trail. Then came up on the outside Emperor's Star, and involvement is jumping out of the ground here. Masai Moon needing the post. Involvement coming very quickly. Look at involvement straight over the top. Involvement goes on and wins some return. A second up winner here in Dubai goes on to win by a length and 3/4 to Masai Moon. Third across Emperor's Star from Blue Trail. Then came Jeff Coons XL Power. A gap there to Native American, followed there next over by Dante's Lad, Miss of Change, Monada, High Season. Welcome back to the winner's circle. Involvement. No worse than half a dozen lengths behind them there. They were really tight despite going nice and fast early, and he relished that. He was able to work through, and once he saw clear air, he has gone whooshka. 1:55.19 winner's time has left Masai Moon behind. Godolphin second and third. Emperor's Stars run a good race. Some run by the rank outside of Blue Trail. He may have just been pipped here by Jeff Coons for fourth, the former Godolphin runner. 3-5-7-1, your numbers, 3-5-7-1, 1:55.19. Involvement, the 3, the winner of the Downtown Dash.
So Involvement, and yep, welcome back to the winner's enclosure. That is now win number 3 at start number 11. This 5-year-old brown gelding by Lope de Vega out of the Dubawi mare Lady of Dubai, as we taken a look at the home straight. Now, where is he? He's still looking like he's held up in traffic. Okay, he's getting a bit of a gap now, and he's about to take it. Here he comes. He really has to get through his gears here, and he really starts to hit his straps. Right about now, you start to think, oh, here we go. Masai Moon's going to not win this anymore because he had looked the winner up the straight, and then all of a sudden Involvement. He involves himself in the race and emerges onto the scene to win clearly and rather...
Very good win. Gold each way gamble. Should have just left it at that. I don't back favourites normally, but I was just scared, and I shouldn't be. There's still a lot of learning to do. If I'd have got on that first gold gamble, I'd be... So we made over about 140 points this week so far. I've missed 40 points worth, basically, in the last 3 days. Oh, nearly 50 points now with a 13-2. I didn't get on in the first. 164. This gamble is quite big here. So that would take priority, as a reverse gamble's already won today. Might want to settle this one. Looking into my account, are they? It's taking a long time. I'm not betting anything else. Anyway, so I believe Eric Carmen's a problem, reverse gambling the race, and therefore certainly don't. That would be the last favourite I ever back. Wasting £20 there. believe it, can you? How brilliant I am. £10 stakes, including mistakes. A few quid off £2 grand. Increased stakes now to £20 each way shortly. This is tough. That's tough. Just go with Shermanator because that's priority.
He's in at 12-1. Let's go live to Exeter and John
Martin handicap hurdle lead towards tape. And they're off and racing. Nice even start, short run down towards the first. Ben Voy, one of the first ones to show on the stand side. Slightly awkward jump from Diamond Rye, who is just in behind Knockoff Socks, who's the overall leader. French Emperor just in behind those, and then they're really line abreast. Phoenix Risen showing just ahead of Jaminska, and then a French Emperor followed by Moab. Shermanator racing towards the rear end of the field with Western Cross early on. Links to Tyres up on their outside too, on the wide outside, that the grey, as they move to the turn between flights 1 and 2. The second flight, though, is away over on the far side of the track, and it's Diamond Rye who has the advantage. Diamond Rye goes on now. In second place is Knock Off Socks. The stripes then of Phoenix Risen sits a very close third. Ben Voy still there towards the outside, where he is tracked by Links to Tie. Moab is in behind Phoenix Risen, middle of the field for that one. Likewise, French Emperor. And after French Emperor, only a small break to Jaminska, who's up the inside, further back to Shermanator, and the back marker Western Cross. And there's only 6 lengths covering the field as they make their way now out of the turn and shortly to sweep downhill to the far side of the track. So Diamond Rye and Brendan Powell leading the way in the black and white colours, with Knockoff Socks sitting in second place. On the wide outside, that's Ben Voy, and then back to the inside rail for the best turned out, Phoenix Risen. Moab follows him with Shermanator, French Emperor well in touch on the outside. Jaminska is next, and then Links to Tie. And Links to Tie is 2 lengths in front of our back marker. Western Cross, as they make their way then to the next flight, the second. Could well be that Ben Voy is going to touch down in front here. Ben Voy at the next jump well. Better than Diamond Rye, who gets a reminder there after a somewhat sloppy jump. At the next flight, Ben Voy, Diamond Rye again pretty awkward. Then Knockoff Socks, banging contention still for the lead. Risen likewise with Shermanator and French Emperor in behind the leaders, both travelling strongly. They're both still well there as they take the next flight. Diamond Rye again untidy. In touch as well is Western Cross, that one just sitting alongside Moab and French Emperor now, relegating Links to Tie to be the back marker, and it's Phoenix Risen who now holds the advantage. So Phoenix Risen takes up the lead. Phoenix Risen from Diamond Rye. Ben Voy still to the outside in company with Knock Off Socks. In behind those, Field in the hoops, so too Western Cross. White cap and noseband sitting a very close 5th with Moab. And Rye now losing cut quite rapidly. Going past him is Jaminska, also past him French Emperor, although French Emperor is still quite a way out of his ground. He's only got Links to Tie in behind him at the moment as they now turn back towards home, and they've got 3 more flights of hurdles left to take. Phoenix Risen with the advantage. Knockoff Socks, though, travelling with real purpose. Mind you, there are a few who might fancy their chances here as well. Behind the leaders, Western Cross with a chance. Shermanator definitely with a chance as they take the 3rd last. Moab's a close 5th. And these 5 now a little way on from Links to Tie and French Emperor, who's making hard work of this. Ben Voy is eased as they now race to the 2nd last flight of hurdles. And up front there, Knockoff Socks being challenged by Shermanator with the red cap. 3rd place for Phoenix Risen. Moab still staying on, followed then by Western Cross. And they come to the last flight now. Shermanator and Brian Carver having a good afternoon. afternoon. Stepped over that with a growing advantage over Knockoff Socks. Can Moab land a late punch in behind them with Phoenix Risen in 4th place? Shermanator doing more than enough here. Hands and Heels driven out. He's 5 or 6 clear. And Shermanator wins in fine style. Moab did get up for 2nd place. Knockoff Socks was next. And Western Cross 4th home.
But it is Shermanator who's way too good for them over at Exeter and goes in with a minimum of fuss in the end at quite a kind price, given that it's been in very good nick recently. Wins at 7-2 for Harry Fry. Brian Carver doing steering in Exeter. That was fairly routine. We're off to air fairly soon for their 320. At Oxford, the 311 went the way of trap 4. 4 beat 3. Even money favourite obliging there. We'll be scooting off to Toaster and Suffolk Downs during that air race. They'll be over on the channel in due course. Shermanator wins at Exeter in the 310.
Get in. This week. Not on that immediate roll while I'm focusing. 320, yeah. Walk on Sun. Reverse gamble, Superfix. Is it going to go for the each way, Walk on Sun? Is it Superfix code 3? Here it is. Well, I didn't back that Superfix, you know what I mean? Yeah. Know what I mean? Each way. Should have had that and took me over 2,000, mate. Now we're on £20 each way sticks for Walk on Sun. Just have a look at any gambles in the race. Minutes to spare, strong. Maori weak. All 4 strong. Get my freaking bet on. This will lose now. Should have been on that other Superfix.
When I had a fish from Wetherby Whaler in Outwood, it was disgusting. When we had that fish last night and we sat inside Wetherby Whaler last night, but that was at Wakefield, you know, Denbydale. Yeah, it's dearer, but we got a senior citizens meal. It was nice. It wasn't horrible. It was a bit greasy, but obviously it's going to be greasy. They're cooked in grease, aren't they? You need to go to a fish shop where they're cooked in dripping. If I make any chips now, proper chips, I'll cook them in dripping. But yeah, it was nice that last night. So Codfathers, I don't know. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's not.
Sticks to the paper. Didn't get an air fry. Crispy. Let's try thingy yet. Yeah, but so dear. Beef dripping. Anyway.
Is that automatic, that VW? Just picking kids up, then I'll do passport thing, send it over.
Go Ferraris.
Yeah, that'll do.
Maiden 325.
Who leads. From Dublin Office Calling, a half length in behind. And Mayori very much close up in third. From Last Day, runner-up at Kelso last time. Largy goes in fifth. Then All One Word and Walk On Sun for minutes to spare and to have between horses. Our Men and Better You Than Me are the back two. Now towards the next hurdle. All four landed in front. There was a mistake there from Dublin Office Call. Was also quite novice-y. Running towards the final jump over on the far side. All four from Mayori, those green sleeves, and Dublin Office Calling and Largy Go. All One Word and Last Day was next. Untimed was Walk On Sunny rather than plunge at the side of hurdles. Jumping done down the far side in this Weatherby's National Hunt Stallions.co.uk maiden hurdle race, and it's all four and judged by a half length over Mayori, who's racing in second. Last Day on the inside of Largy Go are the next two. Word is in fifth, then Dublin Office Calling and Zahab. Walk On Sun is nudged along. Minutes to spoil spin. Alongside Better You Than Me and Our Men. Top of the home straight, then 3 left to take as they straighten. Yellow and green, Mayori looms up to try and get on terms at all four. Go now push. Hurdles lands in third, just hanging somewhat, and then Lance Lade, who's in fourth and still being held together. They're putting a good distance between themselves and the fifth place to All One Word, and then Walk On Sun. They're on the way towards 2 out. Mayori near side of all four. Last Lade still goes well, and then Van Largy Go not going overly well, making a real deal of this. Down towards the final flight of hurdles, all from Maori. Here comes Lance Lede, bought of the challenge of Sean Quinlan. Largy Go is now on his way up into third over the final hurdle. All four from Lance Lede. Largy Go drifting out towards the far side. All four, and Lance Lede battle this out, and it's Lance Lede. His day. He will get off the medals. Lance Lede the winner. All four in second. Largy Go a bit in third. Maori was in fourth. They were then clear from all one word and out. It was very much no era.
Well, there's a little spell coming up because in Meydan they are set. Indeed, they are off for their 325 Postmodern, the 2-1 favourite on the off on the main channel.
Oh, no.
Fontainebleau, they're just turning in on the second channel here in shop. We're going to head to mid with your bets.
And they all make their way to the far side of the course as expected. Length for length to Twilight Call. Their next Viper's Delight. Came Rasas from Postmodern, who's in behind them in the second half of the field with Desperate Hero. Next there was The Man, followed by Do or Do Not, and to the near side, Logo Hunter is closest to us. It is Donde Firmo who takes over the lead from El Mutanabi, racing.
Gold Gamble,
Jansi is now
Firmo.
McGarry. Then came Bombay Bazaar, followed by Rapper's
I didn't
Delight.
get on it.
Next there was Twilight.
Couldn't get on it. That's how many horses I'm not going to get on today. It's not fair, is it?
Rasas, followed by Do or Do Not, who's getting going. It's Desperate Hero, the leader. Postmodern is in pursuit, along with Bombay Bazaar. It's Desperate Hero needing the post here. Postmodern, Do or Do
No.
Here, Desperate Hero, Postmodern, and Do or Do Not over the top. Desperate Hero, hold on. Desperate Hero just gets in from Postmodern. Do or Do Not. There came Bombay Bazaar next over McGarry. From next there, The Man from Billy Webster. Then came Twilight Calls, who crossed over next there with Jansi, along with Rapper's Delight. And in the rear division was Donde Firmo with El Mutanabi, Rasas, and Logo Hunter.
Well, apologies for the slight break-up there inside the final furlong. Desperate Hero is going to get the verdict, though, in a fine finish over at Meydan, around about 9-1 as they cross the line there in the 325. Auteur was the winner at Fontainebleau, 7-2 favourite, Obliging. And next up for us is a trip to Leicester. Reflection is 6-4 here. Facer Kavudra is 9-4, 4-1 for Subtle Fortune, One Last Glance 9-2. Asperti is 12s, and Fleming's Tide is 33-1 on the outsider of the field. Let's go back to Gareth Topham alongside Craig Forsyth and O'Connell and see what they make of this Oxford and Newcastle Greyhound action on the second channel.
Handicap chase over 2 3/4 miles. Favourite 4 30-8, with at 5-2 Facer Kavudra. And it's 4-1 Subtle Fortune, One Last Glance 5-1, Asperti at 14-1, and Fleming's Tide is the 33-1 outsider. Ronnie's
should be another 100 up
reflection
for
then
horses
is
that didn't back.
the favourite, as they are down.
As you can see, I'll just speak this one in. It's Baldwin Gamble, Ronnie's reflection. Reverse Gamble, Fay, Secu, Voudre would be the pick. Because of reverse gambling against Gamble. Yeah, it's my fault for not backing Shermanator into it. $3.20 air. Have I missed? It's busy. There's 4 meetings in the day. I think I don't think it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, back that, didn't I? Potential reverse gamble, but in a maiden. Now it in. You see, I've wasted money there as well. I don't know what. It's because I keep showing off to this X, and I need to stop bothering about X, not bothered about me. I made them that much money, and absolutely stabbed me in the back. They haven't supported at all. They just took the money and run. Well, they can fuck off now. Society Soldier. I don't generally back code 3s. And that should have been on one of the gold gambles, and that one 6.5 times my money more. I've missed again today. I've missed 50 to 60 points this week. Extra money by these mistakes. So yeah, I don't think I'm bothered about Leicester. There's been a reverse gamble in there. That's the one I'd expect. Don't back favourites anyway at forced win prices. What's the point? Even I can turn favourites into winning favourites, but not worth it for 6-7 points in a good day. I don't know, maybe 20 points ahead would get today. Esperti. No signal.
On the inside, just about touchdown in the lead. From Ronnie's Reflection, Jack Quinlan. With in third place, Subtle Fortune, Darren Andrews. Staying wider in the black noseband, Fleming's Tide and Charlie Deutsch as they clear the next. Lance Freddie Mitchell next in the yellow and light blue with the white cap. And Esperti at the back, Shane Fenelon in the blue and white. Fence number 4 is the final fence down. And all clearing it safely. So taking a right-handed turn, the in-form Facer Kavudra looking for 3 wins in a row, and 3 wins in a row here at Leicester. Upsides, the mare, Subtle Fortune, who made a winning debut over fences at Hereford last time. Fleming's Tide out wider, second start over the larger obstacles, green colours with the white star. Ronnie's Reflection, a 2-time course and distance winner, is next for Quinlan as they head towards the home straight. One Last Glance, a winner here. Freddie Mitchell on board is next. The back of the field remains Esperti, a 5-time winner. Already had a couple of victories this campaign. So heading up the home straight for the first time. Subtle Fortune alongside Facer Kavudra and Tom Cannon. Then Fleming's Tide. Third place. Lead now. Jack Quinlan in 4th place, jumped that nicely. Then comes One Last Glance, and remains Esperti. Next fence is an open ditch. Leaders, 3 of them, quite closely matched as they clear it. All getting over pretty well over that. Facer Kavudra and Subtle Fortune. And near side, Fleming's Tide, the 11-year-old, getting right up sides the other 2 as they clear the next plain fence. Ronnie's Reflection is in 4th place. Then in behind is One Last Glance. At the back of the field is Esperti, who sports a noseband over towards that far side. Here's what will be the final fence in the circuit's time. Fence number 8. Still fairly well grouped as they jump it. Right down this near side, Fleming's Tide, upside Subtle Fortune, Facer Kavudra in the yellow and purple as well. Pretty much a line of 3. Right in behind One Last Glance and Ronnie's Reflection. At the back is Esperti. He's about 3 lengths off the travelling well enough at this stage of a circuit to go in the Royal Anglian Regiment Handicap Chase. So pretty well grouped, certainly 5 of them are. And it's Facer Kavudra, Tom Cannon narrowly in the lead. Fortune in second. The Fleming, Charlie Deutsch just reining that one back to get a lead off the other 2. Ronnie's Reflection sticks by the rail. One Last Glance has 1 behind, and that remains Esperti. 6 lengths would cover them. They've got 10 more left to jump, 6 more down the back straight. Facer Kavudra, right upside still, Subtle Fortune. Ronnie's Reflection with going wider, Fleming's. One Last Glance is next, and at the back of the field remains Esperti in no rush at all. So now clear another open ditch. Facer Kavudra jumped it slightly better there than Subtle Fortune. Then out wider, improving a place or 2, One Last Glance. Ronnie's Reflection. Fleming's Tide's being ridden along, struggling now. Then at the back is Esperti. All plain fences down the back straight. Fortune only a neck down, right in behind One Last Glance. Ronnie's Reflection is next. Then Esperti and Fleming's Tide. Over another plain fence. Not much between the front 2 over that. Facer Kavudra and Subtle Fortune. Ronnie's Reflection and One Last Glance are 2 lengths behind. Then Esperti and Fleming's Tide is the back marker and losing more ground as they jump the next fence. Still not much between the leading pair, Facer Kavudra and Subtle Fortune. One Last Glance is travelling quite powerfully towards that far side as they jump the final fence down the back straight. Ronnie's Reflection is next. Esperti getting a little bit closer now, and then being ridden along. Fleming's Tide is some way detached. So coming around the top bend once again. Facer Kavudra and Subtle Fortune, the leaders, being stalked at the moment by One Last Glance. Ronnie's Reflection now under pressure, being caught by Esperti and tailing right off Fleming's Tide. So Facer Kavudra still leading from Subtle Fortune, and then One Last Glance swinging in with 4 left to jump, still ridden along Ronnie's Reflection and Esperti trying to get into it. These 5 then a long way clear of the completely tailed off runner at the back of the field, Fleming's Tide, who's about to be pulled up. So 4 out. One Last Glance has come through to lead for the first time. Facer Kavudra now under pressure, as is Subtle Fortune. Ronnie's Reflection, Esperti is also being ridden. One Last Glance leads, trying to come back, Facer Kavudra. These 2 have opened up now. They've left Subtle Fortune behind. Ronnie's Reflection plugging on the 1 pace, and then Esperti. This is 2 from the finish. Facer Kavudra is not finished yet and is fighting back at One Last Glance. These 2 then battling it out. They're about 8 lengths clear of Ronnie's Reflection. Then comes Subtle Fortune and Esperti. So Facer Kavudra, she's really knuckled down. One Last Glance still there. Facer Kavudra's back in the lead again from One Last Glance in second. He wasn't quite as quick over that fence. Then Ronnie's Reflection back in third. Being driven out here, Facer Kavudra for Tom Cannon. She leads by 3. She's mastered One Last Glance, it seems, in second place. Then Ronnie's Reflection in third. She is idling a bit in front, Facer Kavudra, and fighting back is One Last Glance. But Facer Kavudra, she's tough and she loves Leicester, and beats One Last Glance in second place. Third, Ronnie's Reflection, chased in by Subtle Fortune and Esperti.
Yeah, 3 on the spin here at Leicester for Facer Kavudra, under Tom Cannon again, and wins at 9-4 for the Kerry Lee stable. And she was tough and hardy out in front. She got headed by last time out winner One Last Glance, but saw it out more stoutly, and he does stay this far and further. Disappointment of the race was Ronnie's Reflection, the well-backed favourite, and the front 2 had it between them from a good way out, and she's responded well. She got herself back to the lead between the last 2. Jumped the last, I think, a little bit better as well, did Facer Kavudra, in comparison to One Last Glance, and kept on stretching away. Brief moment where maybe she starts to idle, but felt that as soon as
but the super
One
fix
Last
has already
Glance
been landed
got near,
with the code 3.
it wasn't really
so
going on past, and
it is actually
the winner was always holding him. Facer Kavudra then takes our 3rd race of the afternoon.
just going to have to cover that. Reverse gamble, 340 Exeter. Who's the gold gamble? Is it a win only bet? Outlaw Peter. Where is it? 310, 340. Time to bite. Interesting. Time to bite.
Heads over the next fence, just jumps it out to the right slightly, but he's safe and sound really. As Time to Bite leads up from Numitor and Outlaw Peter. They sit in second and third places over the next. Outlaw Peter followed there by Embittered, and we've lost Pull Again Green. Pull Again Green came down there when well down the field. Liam Harrison having no chance really of staying in the saddle. Might go down as an unseat, but it was a pretty ghastly mistake from Pull Again Green, who is out of the race. The leader, Time to Bite, making their way then toward the far side of the track once again. So Time to Bite from Numitor, Outlaw Peter, then Embittered. A little break then to Gunsight Ridge, who's just ahead of Neon Moon. And with those, Can You Call in Genois, as they head downhill towards the first of the line of fences down the back straight. And Time to Bite has just gone a little bit further clear, maybe as much as 4 lengths his advantage over Numitor in second position. Outlaw Peter is next, and then Embittered. Gunsight Ridge is alongside Neon Moon, and then Can You Call held up with Genois. And now the jumping starts again as they take the first over on the far side of the track. Leader, Time to Bite. Time to Bite then just in front from Numitor and Outlaw Peter. On the wide outside, Embittered. And then Neon Moon together with Gunsight Ridge, who take off in 6th place at this fence. Genois close up, and he has just relegated Can You Call to be the back marker. So Time to Bite, racing enthusiastically, jumped that next fence really well. Time to Bite over from in 2nd place. Numitor, Outlaw Peter, Neon Moon is next. Then comes Gunsight Ridge. Genois closing up. Embittered, the one who's just lost a few places now. He's in touch still on the outside of Genois. And the back marker, Can You Call, closing up as well. It's a hard race to call as they group up, heading out of the back straight, moving to home. Time to Bite still leading. And once they straighten up, they'll have just 4 fences left to take. Time to Bite from Numitor, Outlaw Peter. Gunsight Ridge closer. Neon Moon in 5th place. In 6th is Embittered, who hasn't lost any further ground. Genois is with him, and then 3 lengths You Call, who is now ridden along for the first time in last place. Time to Bite leading the way down towards the 4th last from Numitor. Neon Moon to the inside of the track. Yellow Sleeve showing up with a chance. Outlaw Peter is Stan's side of the group, and he jumped right into contention there. Gunsight Ridge is in behind them. Genois trying to close. Embittered can't appear to do any more. This is the third last fence. Numitor from Outlaw Peter. Genois making quite rapid progress now to try and get in a challenging position between those two runners. Slightly untidy jump didn't help him. Outlaw Peter is the one to catch. Genois, Numitor, and then Time to Bite. They're second, third, and fourth. Outlaw Peter at the last fence, over safely. Genois, good jump, gave him half a chance. They're onto the run-in. Outlaw Peter, Genois trying to pinch it late. Genois starting to get up. Genois got up to score for Richie McLennan. Outlaw Peter second, Time to Bite was third, and Numitor in fourth place.
Looked a good race on paper, and it delivered. It's Genois who comes out on top for the O'Neill team. Richie McLennan doing the steering on this occasion, and has found generously for pressure in the closing stages there to come out on top, staying on stoutly down the outside. We pick up the replay, head on the eventual winner, just moving into fourth there, but typical ride from Richie McLennan, really, just quietly asking the horse for more, and as those that had been out in front for a while tired, Numitor, you see the grey, who's pretty much white now,
when you're back
fading out of things. Outlaw Peter was still in there pitching.
The amount of, I can't believe the amount of, what horse is it, 9? I can't believe the amount of horses I've missed. Is a reverse gamble? Certainly is. Has it got any chance though? Let's get working on the, because it's 4 o'clock at Leicester as well.
Boy, and she's not joking to deal with in the early part. So tactics will be important here. Be interesting to see how the pace angle plays out.
Yeah, indeed. Nakasama 6-4 now, going 13-8 at the head of the market. Platin Moon at 130 The Coffee Boy at 4-1, out from threes, with at 9-2 in from 7-1. She's Not Joking. That's the money horse here. 8-1 Velvet Vulcan, 33-1 Bar. She's Not Joking. One of those possible pace angles, and just judging by the way they're sort of walking round down at the start, She's Not Joking. Conor McCann sort of up at the front of that line, perhaps with a bit of intent, Craig.
Yeah, I think that looking keen to get on with it. Like I said, there's three of them that like to make the running, so it's going to be important here. It is definitely going to be important.
So the post time of 3:50 has been reached, and the runner shortly will be coming forward. The Coffee Boy at the moment just a little away from the other runners, and we'll have to go and rejoin them. Platin Moon on the outside of She's Not Joking. See, as Craig was anticipating, these two could well be up, vying for the early lead here. Let's hope we don't get a bit of an early pace battle on, because it can be a long way home at Ayr. We've got Velvet Vulcan, who's only just made it down to the start, but quickly I think is going to be lining up with the other runners as well. 3:50 race then here at Ayr. The market at Nakasama heads it at 7-4, with Platin Moon at 16-5, the Coffee Boy at 4-1, 9-2 She's Not Joking. As I say, has been backed in from 7-1, 8-1 Velvet Vulcan, 33-1 Bar, Platin Moon, Craig Forsyth's napper of the afternoon here at Ayr. Represents race on today's card. And once again, Craig, for a 2-mile race, they're going back a furlong or more. They always do it.
It's worth the treat so far, Gareth. And if they come in the same manner, particularly as the previous race, there'll be no complaints, because they all seem to get off to a very fair start.
Yeah, indeed. And the starter now climbing the rostrum. That first flight in the home straight, I always think on the old course, it's quite close to the actual final part of the corner. So, yeah, they'll be coming in. It's downhill this part of the track as well here at Ayr. So, a nice steady start for them before leveling off of those 3 flights in the home straight. Going at Ayr today soft. They've been getting through it. Sun beating down. Lovely spring day on the west coast of Scotland. And can the nap, Platin Moon, go in here for Craig? 11-4 is the price. And the runners are being invited in by the starter. Best of luck.
With the flags raised and now racing. Away they go for the Weatherbees Racing Bag Hab Hurdle Race. It could be taking Platin Moon Silks, and then Nakasama, and She's Not Joking, over in 4th. Maroon and white for Bray Dale, with a Plenty of Sheepskin about the face, is racing in 5th. Then the green and yellow for Belvedere Boy, and at the rear of the field, Velvet Vulcan in dark blue and mauve colours. Out towards jump number 2, and it's Platin Moon. Comes to take the second in the hands of Bruce Lynn, with the lead of about 3 lengths over the Coffee Boy, who lands in second. He was a winner here over the extended 2.5 miles last time. And then She's Not Joking. He won at Newcastle most recently. Nakasama racing on that one's inside. And then came Bray Dale. Bray Dale, who was 3rd in this race last year. Maroon and white silks there, with a couple of horses behind. Handicap first timer Belvedere Boy, joined at the rear of the field by Velvet Vulcan, a 2-time previous winner on the flat, looking for that first score over jumps today. So about to go left-handed, and it's Platin Moon. He will lead them into the fast side. Punched along by about 4 lengths over the Coffee Boy. And William at second place. Nakasama is back in 3rd. He's got the tongue strap on for the first time. Oren McGill's on board in 3rd position. 2 lengths away to Braydale. She's Not Joking, racing to the inside of Vulcan, and Belvedere Boy last off the towards John the Coffee Boy. Nakasama with the lead then. Over Platy Moon, number 4 now. From the Coffee Boy, Nakasama. Landing in 4th place, Braydale. Flight number 4 now. Pushed along briefly. Then landing in 4th place, Braydale. Velvet Vulcan. Pushed along briefly on the landing side. 3 back to Belvedere Boy. Velvet Vulcan, and she's not joking. Runners now make the way to the 3 back to Belvedere Boy. 5, Platy Moon. And Bruce Lynn to the inside of the Coffee Boy, William.
It's hard work here, Platy Moon and Nakasama. Head bobbing finish. Platy Moon, Nakasama. Tight.
Right, never mind that. We're not back in that race anyway. The Gold Each Way Gamble Game Stars Double Stakes has just gone strong off the Gold Gamble Double Stakes. Not sure to take to dirt. I wish it was. So why is that weakened then? Arland's come in for some bit of support, just a bit. Base Note has gone gambled. That's why. That's from the Game Stars out. Price out. Base Note. Is it? It's a new gamble. Is it going to come in? Back it now. It's not Gold Gamble. Face Note nearly is though. Where's the damn race? There. It's teasing to be a Gold Gamble, his Base Note. Nakasama's beat. Right, I don't know what to.
Means to make them all looking the goods out on the track. We've got to look at number 7 here. Eyes on Valdivia. This one's safe. Al Belushi will be riding again for Ahmed bin Hamash. He comes off a last start win, so you can never knock that last start winning form, can you? And it was an impressive win as well. When coming from off the pace, he was under the 61.5 kilograms. He's another that's going to relish having a whole lot less on his back tonight. He goes up in grade, but still looks well placed. Pat
Leader in 4th position, half a length to Arlan, 2.5 to Flying Honours, 3/4 Valdivia, half a length to Base Note and a length back to Go Soldier Go in his usual last position. So they're running steady now, mid to low 12s, and it is up in front taking over Alamir, who's going to take over the lead. Game Stars dropping back, not handling it at the moment. He's heading back through the field, almost shuffled back to last in an instant. It's Alamir from Arlan in 2nd. Base Note has also made a move wider, heading up to improve with Flying Honours. Al Yabri's got a good run in behind them, just needing to be shaken along here to stay intact, but has got a good spot from Valdivia. Go Soldier Go. Claymore drop.
I was going to back these. I just couldn't each way them. In fact, as you saw, I was trying to get through 4 horses, but the market went, and I forget every time. There's no in running betting in Maidan.
Go, it's Alamir from Arlan. These two pair away now from Flying Honours. Then came Al Yabri, who's got the run up the fence and starting to peg away here the inside. Alamir is got runners swamping down his neck here, left and right. Look at Al Yabri. Al Yabri dives for the fence, comes right through the rail, and here's the Al Yabri of old we've been wanting to see. He comes clear and wins convincingly. Al Yabri, welcome back. 2.5 here, maybe 3 lengths to Valdivia in 2nd. 3rd across Alamir. Next over there was Arlan from Flying Honours. Then came Base Note, Go Soldier Go, Claymore and Game Stars, potentially back to the grass after that run. Al Yabri, there he is. That's the one we've been wanting to see. Can he do it? He can do it quite often, and he has done it at a big price on the international market. The rank outsider goes on to score 218-2-0. Winner's time in the Amar Champion Stakes. Al Yabri, what a run.
Couldn't get it on in
6-year
time.
winner.
Couldn't get it on in time. Another 60. I've missed getting on. All recorded. Not good. Not getting on that. No good at all. It's too many this week now. It should also be in capitals, but bloody missing about with that caps lock on and off that fast. There it is. I don't know what's happening over at Platin Moon for Leicester. Leicester, was it?
Carter is right there on the far side. Molto Bene and Taxus Bacata, the one we dream of now being ridden to try and get past them. Molto Bene, she's trying to dig deep. Taxus Bacata putting up a strong challenge. Then the one we dream of, Taxus Bacata and Molto Bene, little in it towards the line. Taxus Bacata and Molto Bene in that order. Within third place, the one we dream of, Gazette Bourgeois, much better today in fourth, clear of Demoiselle Cap in a really good finish.
It was indeed. Fine finish, and it goes the way of Taxus Bacata. Charlie Price aboard, narrowly fending off, but Taxus Bacata pulls out plenty and goes on to score in that 4 o'clock. If you're getting involved at Oxford, the 4:07 isn't too far away, nor is Newcastle's 4:09. We'll be off to Exeter very soon for their 4:10, where following chapter is 11-8 favourite, 7-2 for Bredon Hill Dart, on the go 5-1, 11-2 for My Own Lovely Lee, Harry Junior 6s, 12-1 for Spring Serenade, and Blue in the West is 22-1, and the outsider of the field. Last chance to bet first at Oxford's. We've got an S3 graded affair here, the 4:07. And the favourite is trap 4, De Ballery.
Right, I've got following chapter as a Goldwyn gamble. The Exeter. Wow. And Bredon Hill Dart strong. Harry Junior strong. My Own Lovely Lee strong. On the go, reverse gamble, that's the one. Couldn't get it on. false gamble against it. Alabri. Fix. Knew it. And code 3. Like I said in the write-up. Yeah, I mean, I've got files that because the battery ran out because of damn. I've got a new laptop charger now. Because that happened. Corrupt files all through this week. Recorded all the 100 points profit. They are mainly down here though, and I don't know when I did the last stream, but that's recorded as well. It's all recorded every other way, but I haven't been given for free. So no thanks for the winners. $18,000 posts I've done, look, and I've got nothing out of it. And I've cost myself thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of pounds by doing this, trying to get members. So we've learned a lesson. Final post from me.
In second place, third position for Spring Serenade. And then following chapter, Breeden Hill Dart is just ahead now of My Own Lovely Lee, and 2 to 3 lengths away, Blue in the West. And the runners continue to race right-handed, heading towards the back straight here in the Stoles Novices Handicap Hurdle Race, and we're approaching halfway. And Harry Jr. still holds a decisive lead over the field. No one's gone chasing him yet. On the go, still in second place, but even he has dropped back closer to the main pack rather than close in on the leader. So Harry Jr. heads towards the turn into the back straight with a near 10-length advantage now. On the go second, Breeden Hill Darts on the outside of Spring Serenade, and with those away, Blue in the west. So
Dundalk. The IrishInjuredJockeys.com claimer over 7 furlongs, losing ground at the start and playing catch-up. Glen Breeze also slowly into stride was Music and Song as they continue down the far side. They've covered almost a furlong and a half.
Winner there.
Pliny towards the inside with a narrow lead. Princess Sue goes up on the outer to share it, and they're followed into the far turn by the yellow and black colours of Sassy Boom, just behind them Apiary on the outside, and Blue Head Stolen Treasure. So they head on the half-mile pole.
Oh, Miss Maiden.
Sue goes along under Jamie in the lead.
Oh, no.
Up on the outside, Stolen Treasure, Sive Tormy. Alongside is Sassy
See
Boom,
what
Shea
Maiden
Wallace, and
said.
between horses the white and black of Pliny and Colin Keane. This leading quartet chased across by Irina Star, Wesley Joyce on the inside.
Mysterious Night, weak.
Pushed along alongside that one is Apiary, Julian Pietro Paolo, and
Fix
behind them is
Algenham.
Cactus Jack as they head up the straight over to race. Princess Sue in the red and green, Pliny in the white and black, trying to
There's
challenge
no
down the
signal.
near side is Apiary. Irina Star is behind them on the far side, and also chasing them Cactus Jack. Heading on to the furlong pole, spread across the track, near side Apiary
Ignishock
comes
is a
there.
gold each way gamble.
Far side is Princess Sue, between them Pliny, but inside the final furlong, Apiary getting on top and going on by a length and a half. Pliny rallying in second. They go to the line, Apiary out in front.
English
Julian
Oak gold
Pietro
each way
Paolo
gamble.
will win by
And
over a length to Pliny second. Princess Sue third, and
Witness
the break
Stand
to
gold
fourth
each way
place,
gamble.
Cactus Jack.
Closing stages made on second channel.
Vulnerable up in front, still got a length and 3/4 here on Al Najam. Sargago Critic, then came Mysterious Night. Al Najam hits the lead. Mysterious Night wanting to lay in late here from Chicago Critic. Al Najam is off and gone. Al Najam in the Ras El Khor by 2.5, maybe 2 3/4 to Mysterious Night. Photo third, Chicago Critic. Andreas Versalius lunged late. Then came
Night.
next over Vaffatino from Dubai Treasure. Witness Stand next over Two Tribes, followed there by Kanjar, Fort Payne, Hawksbill.
Pretty impressive in the end for El Najam, who scores at Meydan.
Fix
Ray
won it.
Dawson, that was
Non-signal
impressive, wasn't it? That was the
fix.
4:35 from Meydan. Favourite going at Dundalk, that's Apiary in the 4:37, who pulls out that little bit more in the
Have a look at
closing
Red
stages.
Cadillac.
Now let's head to Canterbury Hills on the second channel. 4:39, well underway.
The second, and they all take it safely. And look at them go over that one. And 11 is making good headway. And now 7 leads the pack. Just one fence left now.
Udo's Landing was strong. Winner there, Signal's winner.
And the
Not
end
bothered
home
about
straight,
favourites.
2 ahead.
No need to check them.
It's an incredible end to this race, and out of finish we have number 6.
Germs don't exist. That does not mean that parasites don't exist. That does not mean that infections don't exist. We have an immune system for a reason. We have an immune system that attacks bacteria, viruses, parasites, and so on. It's there for a reason. We can track this. We see this under microscopes. We can show this and reproduce this. And
Wait. What can you see under microscopes? Viruses? Really? Somehow they have never been able to actually show them to us. Then please, Anthony, show your microscopic evidence. Somehow viruses are visible under microscopes now, yeah? Really? Huh? What the fuck?
studies and take it from one individual, put it in another individual, and replicate that disease, and then
Never been done. Never. And they have tried this. They have tried actually taking the snot of unhealthy animals, horses, for example. They put them over the heads of the animals, the healthy ones, and they couldn't make them sick. Horrible. This debunks the whole video. It just shows you that he's ignorant.
getting rid of that pathogen or that parasite gets rid of the disease. This is something that actually has been shown. I've seen a lot of people get very serious infections in the hospital, both back.
What? No, it hasn't. Why do you lie? Why do you lie throughout this whole video?
Bacterial and parasitic, and this causes a huge burden of disease and huge damage. And you only have to see one person die of these sorts of things before you realize that yes, They do exist, and it's not a fun thing to have or to die from. I've even had people that I've spoken to and helped online that have decided they want.
Nobody is saying that people cannot get sick, but you're trying to link it to something which hasn't been observed. Yet you use the word exist.
They go down the raw path, and I just said, look, just be careful, just make sure it's not.
That's grain-fed meat. You could get some kind of slight poisoning from the fat, of course.
Contaminated, and they were doing fine for a long time, but then they were a bit lax with it. They left some meat unrefrigerated, thought it would be fine, and they actually got extremely sick. They actually did get a bacterial infection, had to go to the hospital, and they were in the hospital for several days.
What you're saying is that people got sick, which nobody denies, because that we can observe, but you cannot prove that bacteria caused that. You would have to do a scientific experiment to prove that. And to this day, this hasn't been done.
And they're still recovering from the issues that it caused in their gut. So this is something that you actually do have to pay attention to, and don't just blindly eat raw meat and think that bacterial infections are something that happen to other people, because they can definitely happen to you. So as long as you are careful about that and you're eating meat from a source that you trust, like a USDA standard, etc., that has been having good food handling processes.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would the bacteria be different if the meat comes from a different place? He's indirectly admitting that it's all about what the animals get fed and also that other stuff.
You're being safe with it, and you want to do that and you feel fine with that, that's your business. But just remember that you could get a contaminated batch, and searing the outside is very good for that. I personally sear the outside of most of my meat and then have that rare inside. Usually with beef,
You could easily do an experiment to prove this. You could feed people meat from the same place. You could feed them seared meat, raw meat, and then you would see if the searing actually does anything. But in reality, you will get food poisoning because of the toxins inside of the meat. And whether you eat it raw or not isn't going to help you if there's toxins inside. If you cook it really well done, then you may be able to destroy and neutralize the toxins, at least some of them. But if you simply sear it on the outside because of the harmful bacteria, then if you would do an experiment, you would see that it doesn't make any difference.
To cook chicken well done, but some people don't. I mean, there's chickens.
Yeah, as I mentioned, fixed one to buy. Two false gambles came nowhere. Right. Gingerbread. All each way gamble. I missed it. Should have been on that. Devils roll the dice. It's called each way gamble as well. 2 gold gambles in this one. Any reverse gambles?
staying up the inside. The one who's gone very wide down their track is Give Him the Honour, up the far rail. Between those two, Handy Still, Light on the Wing in company with Devils Roll the Dice, and they're still tracked by Ted the Thief, who hasn't really made any move yet from 4th or 5th place. Over that a bit stickily again was Orderly Charlie, a bit like on the first circuit. He's last again now as Devils Roll the Dice leads narrowly from Light on the Wing, and Breakheart Hill with Ted the Thief now really up amongst it, a close 4th, Ted the Thief.
Again,
5th place now for the Scorpion King. In 6th is Fane Court. It's a bit of a struggle for Gingerbread, who just got a bit outpaced there, but jumped that one reasonably well ahead of Orderly Charlie, and now Give Him the Honours really struggling quite badly to the rear of the field as they take the next of their fences. That was the last over on the far side, and they can now concentrate on the run for home and the final 4 fences ahead of them. The leaders with Light on the Wing still with Breakheart Hill and Devils Roll the Dice. They've been right up there throughout, these 3. Just being squeezed along now, Ted the Thief in 4th place. Orderly Charlie is getting himself into contention. If you just looked at this race for the first time, you'd say he's got a major chance from there. He's strong on the outside, but he hasn't jumped well to this point. Meanwhile, just in behind him races Gingerbread. The Scorpion King is in touch, and now Breakheart Hill drops out of contention. He's right at the back of the field now with Fane Court and Give Him the Honour, who struggles on. So they now race on towards the 4th last fence. Ted the Thief ridden to try and lay a glove on Light on the Wing. Light on the Wing and Ted the Thief, these two over safely. And they head over that with a clear advantage over the Scorpion King. Gingerbread next, Orderly Charlie stopping very quickly. So too is Give Him the Honour. They're all pulling up. There were many here. Up front, Light on the Wing with Ted the Thief. Light on the Wing just in front from Ted the Thief. They have it between them. They're clear of the Scorpion King and Gingerbread, a distant 4th. One more fence left to take here. Light on the Wing with the definite advantage at the final fence. Ted the Thief, time running out for him in 2nd place. They're clear of the Scorpion King. Light on the Wing, Ted the Thief a length away. Light on the Wing scores for Sue Gardner's yard. Beats Ted the Thief into 2nd place. The Scorpion King was 3rd, and Gingerbread the only other finisher in 4th place.
One for Sue Gardner there at Exeter as Light on the Wing comes out on top. The Drive Time 49's draw is underway over on the 2nd channel, incidentally. So if you've had a bet there, very best of luck to you. Need to give those balls a shake. 35, 36, 37 and 40 out so far. That was Blue 14, the anti-penultimate ball of this draw. Last of the regular balls about to drop, and that is Orange, and it is ball number 38. 35, 36, 37, 38, and 40, all out here. The booster couldn't be 34. We'll give those balls a shake before the tea time draw, which is coming up in an hour's time. Let's go and join the guys on Racing Radio ahead of ours, 4:53. Knights in Venice, the favourite here, at 9-4.
I've got a favourite in here, Taurus A. For the second last time, wouldn't really be for me, to be honest. Knights in Venice finished behind Wallbox, who's let that form down earlier in the week. That's taken a few knocks. I'm going to take a chance with Good Work. He hasn't been doing much of his namesake in recent times, Pete, but he's dropped to a really good mark. The handicap has quickly given him a chance. This time last year, he was running well in much stronger races than the one he's in today. He can make the odd costly mistake, but, you know, this is an easier assignment today. It might help his jumping. And like I say, it wouldn't be a confident selection at all here, Pete. It's a horse we've got to come up with, and I thought he was worth taking a chance.
Again,
the handicapper gives him
fixers against
Gold
Gold Gamble.
Now he's down to 96.
Good work, the selection then for Craig
Fixers
here. We
take
have got
priority.
Newcastle's 5 o'clock as well. Silent Strike 11-8, Soul Love 9-4, and Big the Rest. Really quick here, folks, if you wouldn't mind. Stuart, in a line, who have you gone for in this next at Newcastle?
This is a cracking little race, and whatever wins is one to keep on the right side of. I liked Soul Love of Carl Burks, well-backed favourite when it won at Southall in November, and the third has won since. So, cracking little race this. Yeah,
Soul
whatever
Love.
wins, one to keep on side.
Yeah, 9 to 4 for
Soul
you,
Love.
John.
Yeah, like Stuart, this is the best race of the day. Any one of these could win. It's fascinating coming here on debut, such a hot contest. I'm going to be with Soul Love as well. The yard in form, but this is such a strong race. Be well worth looking back at this one a couple of times.
So Stuart and John both with Soul Love at Newcastle in that 5 o'clock. But this is the Air 453. Knights in Venice is 7 to 4 market favourite. Torresay 5 to 2. But the Greenland Guerrero runner Ben Smith on board. Good work. The selection for Craig here.
Short run down towards the first of the 19 fences. And as they approach it, almost 5 horses across the course. Yukon Falls towards the near side in the blue and white. Jumping over fence number 1 with for company, the nose-banded mare, Benny's Jenny. On her inside is Good Work, the lighter of the 2 greys. The other grey against the running rail, King Horse, black and yellow silks there for Ryan Mania.
And who's the other one?
Knights in Venice now tracking them. And the mare Torresay, it was nearly in that line of 5 to the opening fence. Is now just dropped off them to be last of the 6 as they're about to run into the far side. In this, the book, the Coral Scottish Grand National Handicap Steeplechase, over now 3 miles and 152 yards. And it's Benny's Jenny to the inside of Yukon Falls as they start to turn to go down the far side. King Horse is next in 3rd. Good Works in 4th, and Ben Smith. And then Knights in 5th as they race towards those 5 acts. And Yukon Falls are the leading pair coming to take this second fence now. King Horse and Good Work. The next 2. Good Work, though, didn't jump overly well. Pushed along there in 4th now. From Knights in Venice in the black. And then Torresay, those white and orange colours for Gregor Walkinshaw. Over this next plain one. Well, towards the open ditch. Fence number 4. Yukon Falls from Good Work. Benny's Jenny. These 2 is King Horse. In the black jacket, Knights in Venice, and Torresay at the rear of the field. Over the open ditch. Yukon Falls, Nathan Moscrop, now with that clear lead from Benny's Jenny and Bruce Lynn. And King Horse. Knights in Venice and Torresay. That was the plain and all the jumping. Now done down the far side
I've got
first
to watch
time.
the whole of Maiden, so it's going
Yukon
on
Falls
4 to 6.
by nearly 2 lengths. Benny's
Getting
Jenny.
hungry.
She races in 2nd place. Previous point to
Turn
point
around
winner,
to
Benny's
cook and I'll
Jenny.
miss.
Rules chasing debut today for her. King Horse is running next in 3rd. He ran well on his chasing debut in 2nd at Musselburgh last time. Good Work is next. Growing 4th place, Ben Smith, and then Torresay and Knights in Venice at the first in the line in the home straight. Good jump there by the leader. Jumps it quick. Yukon Falls from Benny's Jenny over toward the running rail. Next is Good Work, and then King Horse. Knights in Venice and Torresay. That was an open ditch. Now they run towards their next obstacle, number 9. Yukon Falls from Benny's Jenny. King Horse lands in 3rd. Good Work is next in 4th. And then Torresay and Knights in Venice. This was fence number 1, a circuit back. Jump number 10 this time, be the 19th and last in another circuit's time. Good Work, left the back legs trailing. So coming up by us, it is Yukon Falls. He's finished runner-up in this race for the last 2 years. He leads over Benny's Jenny in 2nd. She's only ahead in front of King Horse and Ryan Mania back in 3rd. Good Work in 4th. Behind Good Work is Knights in Venice and Sean Quinlan, and Torresay to the inside under Gregor Walkinshaw. Good 2nd over Track and Journey the last time, Torresay. So 1 final lap of the steeplechase course in front of them, with those 9 more fences left to take in this concluding Coral Scottish Grand national handicap
Find out anything. We didn't even Google back then.
But
Like,
he must have been vetted. He's got to have been vetted because he had
think
question
so?
marks when he was a DJ. I think
Yeah.
Johnny Rotten exposed him, and this was 20, 30 years ago. So it makes people question it. Well,
Yeah.
he's one of the biggest sex cases to never be charged.
Right.
And listen, there's people say
and
he's
that
never been
guy,
charged.
like, that guy should have freaking gone down properly. I mean, the stories that I heard about Jimmy Savile is just absolute. Didn't he like rape girls in like hospitals?
Dead
like,
bodies, and he owned like three hospitals.
Dead bodies, but like mentally sort of challenged
Yeah.
young girls that couldn't speak out. And
There's a
couldn't-
girl who drew
couldn't
a photo
scream.
of him. So
Or
this
maybe
is,
they were like they couldn't speak.
But this
I
is
mean,
the
that
thing.
is like
Yeah,
super
that's
sick.
it. But this is the thing. When you see him with photos and all these royalties, it just makes you question all these people in power have so much money to do not enjoy the money anymore, but they need to do some sick shit. Now you can go down to the adrenochrome look. You can I don't know. Listen, it's all hopeful,
I
but-
think that's
but
full on
you've still
QAnon
got-
stuff.
no, but
I mean,
you've-
I feel like some of that definitely happens in Hollywood, though, for sure. I don't know if it's like Mel Gibson that spoke out about that and find out anything. We didn't even.
Second, Torresay has also improved her position. Now to be third, and King Horse goes back in amongst.
Hello, this is your Google virtual assistant calling with your Google Play Card credits. Please press 1 to receive your Google Play Card amount of $500. Hello, this is... Thank you. Please hold for your Google Play Card virtual scratch-off. If you're ready for the number, please press 2.
Much of the work has now dropped out to be fifth. That was
Great. Your virtual Google Play Card number is 123F UCKY OUL0 S3R. To repeat this code, please press 11.
Though looking to go a bit better. Good work is behind them in third.
Great. Your virtual number is 123F UCKY OUL 0 S3.
And Sean Cast. Length and a half in hand of Torresay, who's trying to come back for more. At the final fence now, Knights in Venice landed with the lead. Torresay, she's trying again to the outside. Knights in Venice looks to have her measure on the run to the finish. It's Knights in Venice from Torresay. Knights in Venice, the winner from Torresay in second. Clear from Good Work and Yukon Falls.
Knights in Venice, your winner over at Ayr. Didn't do a great deal when hitting the front, but Torresay never really looked likely to go by, having been headed. Knights in Venice, your winner there for Donald Willans and Sean Quinlan. Right, we've got a busy few minutes coming up. At Suffolk Downs, 2 beat 3, 13-8 favourite at the SP. At Ayr, Knights in Venice beat Torresay, 7-4 favourite and 5-2.
Knights in Venice.
News from Newcastle on the horse racing front is that number 1 Bucklow Hill has been withdrawn here. So we had...
But there was no, value to be had by backing both. Covering both. No point really. 5 o'clock Newcastle. Alright, we've got 2 gold gambles here, so that's no good. Price isn't not worth it for me for reverse forecast. Silent Strike and Soul Love, both gold gambles. What's this? Nursia out. Right, okay, that's affected the market for sure. 0 weak signal on Cotai Knights. And you've got a gold each way gamble on Kimbara. So 3 gambles altogether there. Combination forecast with 3. Maybe you'll get the 5-1 and one of these. Potential reverse gamble there with Glory, but no, doubt it. No bet on this one anyway. Look at Maiden. Jar isn't signalled. The fix. Another fix there is going to be lots. Maybe at this time of day. To check through. When the other fix is Jamal Jays. That is Gold Each Way Gamble, double sticks. Naki is a strong fix as well. Elginim was a fix winner. And so the super fix is Ouija, and a code 3. It's just not signalling in the market, that one, so more interested in these, the ones that are signalled. Jabal J, Gold Each Way Gamble, double stakes. And Menaki. Magikarp is strong there in the market. Potential reverse gamble for Miss Yi Chance. Like I say, I love this meeting so much because at the end of the day, these people are Muslim, and Muslims do help each other. They put each other on the right horses. And so do the Irish if you're over in Ireland, maybe. What time is it? Can it post well what?
Knock-on effect to Newcastle and clearly running into Leicester, and we've got other races coming up round the corner as well now.
Yeah, exactly. Dundalk, they're in the paddock.
503 Leicester then.
10. They could probably do with getting the Leicester race offering just to
Yeah.
get out of the way because, you know, and I think that's what's going to happen because I can see the starter is on the rostrum and now inviting the runners forward. So this Leicester race will go before Newcastle
Not bothered
starts.
about the Leicester
Let's hope
race.
it finishes before Newcastle starts as well.
At all.
And this is Hunter's Chase
Kelly
then.
Dad
over
is a
at
Gold Each Way
Leicester. Tim
Gamble.
Peters to call them home.
Snipe being ridden handily. And Heidi Payton towards up there as well. Khalidad in the noseband.
I don't see it.
They cliff. Eating it pretty well. Of our own on the far side, the red cap and the white spotted jacket. The back marker Densworth and Natasha Cookson in the pink colours. Fence number 2, Snipe and Khalidad. And Megan Bevan, these are the first two as they clear the next. Khalidad just about touching down in front, in behind a jet of our own for Milo Herbert, who's alongside Densworth. And the 4 runners heading past us with a circuit to go. And 10 to jump, circuit then in front of them. And they're pretty well grouped, the 4. And leading narrowly against Snipe on the outside of
Well, could
Khalidad,
be a
who's got
reverse
that rail
gamble, that
position
with
a little
Glory.
between them. In behind is a jet of our own who also has the rails, and out slightly wider Densworth. And the 4 begin to head towards the back straight. And it's Khalidad who has the narrow lead now. Snipe in second place. Been a good servant, Snipe. Still only a 9-year-old. In behind is a jet of our own. And Densworth Once upon a time, smart performer for Ben Pauling as they clear the next. Now with James Cookson as they head down the back straight and now about to reach an open ditch. Snipe is in the lead from in second place. A jet of our own and out wider Densworth as they clear the ditch. Good jump by Densworth there. Made up a couple of lengths into second position as a result. Calidad not quite as quick as the others over it. And Snipe is opened up by now as they go towards the 4 plane fences down the far side. 8 to jump. Snipe leading from Densworth in second. This came out of the hands of Natasha Cookson then. Then in third is Calidad, and out wider a jet of our own and Milo Herbert, quite content to sit patiently, but gets a bit closer as well as they run downhill towards the next. And it's Snipe who leads on a nice stride from Densworth, and out wider getting closer a jet of our own. Calidad's dropped to the rear of the 4 runners. Snipe in front heading towards the next. Comes towards it, nice leap again. The second and third got a little bit close into each other, Densworth and a jet of our own. And then Calidad, who's dropping away, struggling to go the tempo. So Snipe comes to the next again. Came out of the hands of Heidi Palin, jumped it well. From in second, Densworth. He's been travelling strongly down the back straight. And then a jet of our own in third place, a long way clear of Calidad. So 3 have opened up and they head towards the home straight and running downhill towards it. Snipe leading from in second place, Densworth. A jet of our own right in behind them, and then Calidad completely tailed off and going around the turn, just put around the bend. So Snipe from Densworth. Our own. Back to Calidad, so heading towards the final 4. Travelling well. So is Densworth. There's 2 little between them. Tries to close down the other 2. Calidad continues a distance back as they jump 4 out, and Densworth upside.
You owe me 32 grand for me to give me my money right now. Oh, sorry, sir, but your accumulator was wrong. You need all of them to come through.
He put his life savings into this bet.
Give me my money or I'm calling the police. You owe me 32 grand for me to give me my money right now. Oh, sorry, sir, but your accumulator was wrong. You need all of them to come through.
He put his life savings into this bet.
Give me my money or I'm calling the police. You owe me 32 grand for me to give me my money right now. Oh, sorry, sir, but your accumulator was wrong. You need all of them to come through.
He put his life.
Second place, we have Densworth, then a jet of our own, 1 left jump leads. Snipe from Densworth, the final fence, about a length and a half between them, make it 2 now. Being nearly cleaned up inside the final open line now, heading up towards the finish. And Snipe behind Palin, Dan Skills from Foxtrot Racing will hit to Aintree net and wins nicely. Densworth in second place, a jet of our own third. They're the only 3 to finish.
Snipe, your winner though, over at Leicester. Still we wait at Newcastle where Jason Watson has been pretty hot. Was beautiful.
Dude, this isn't a yoga studio. Stop.
The latest from Fontainebleau.
That's the
fair bit of time. Here's 505 caught.
Missed it, Anna. Won't load up in time. Have I missed it?
Them in 7th position from State Glory. It was a gap there back to Mustaq Ball with Kat Belling. Further back is Imarat and Ashwan is last. Miss Your Chance trying to do it on both ends here, leading by a length and a half to Honest Desert. Waji's got the drop on them in third, 4 position. Magic Art continuing on the pursuit wider. Menaki in behind them in position, trying to reattach itself from Han Came, Jebel Jais and best of the rest, State Glory. It's Chance from Honest Desert, who's quickly doubled up the side. It's Honest Desert. Going from Miss Your Chance. Then came Waji, followed by Honest Desert, though, under Connor Beasley. Finding enough here with 150 metres left to go. Miss Your Chance tries to stick on. Honest Desert into the last 100 metres is going to stave off Miss Your Chance. Honest Desert a length.
Honest Desert there at Maidan. Closing stages, Fontainebleau.
Finishing really strongly in the orange and
Not bothered
charging
about
through to win.
Fontainebleau.
Beats Timander into second. Went the way of Ivecte C, and I think
5-12. Maidan. Dundalk. Una Matata, goal each way gamble. Big gold each way gamble. Not going to put the bet on, it's gone off, isn't it? Oh no, that's not. Put the bet on then. It'll win now because it won't get the bet on. It's what it fucking do to me all the time. Alright, I hope it wins still.
Four to 1 for Cantagua de Large. Wispit Twab is 4 to 1 as well. It's 9 to 2. And bigger the rests. Dundalk just waiting on the last one now on the main channel.
As it goes in to stall number 5. She's in. All set. They're off for the new Saddlebar Dundalk Stadium handicap over 7 furlongs. Good battle on for the early lead with towards the inside. Sharing it is Alfred Tennyson, also close up, making headway. Beauty Queen towards the outside in touch in the early stages, Desert Haven. As they settle down and head on to the end of the second furlong. Beauty Queen going along in front with Desert Haven close up. Just behind him on the inside is Alfred Tennyson, wide of the Meman, and followed by him on the rail is Lahore the King. Then with the white cap is Clon McCash, not for a long time the outside. Nicky Swango on the inside in mid-division, followed by Una Matata. Wide of Una Matata's perfect judgment and towards the back as they head across towards the Thorn and the Grey Rock Bridge. Lad is the back marker as they swing for home. Beauty Queen with the red alongside the yellow and white colour Desert Haven. Trying to challenge near side Merman, far side white and blue Alfred Tennyson. Ash makes headway, not for a long time out the extreme left. Una Matata is in behind. So they head on towards the first. And Merman with
Paul Scamble
challenging on the stand side.
I ain't checked it all properly.
Inside the final furlong, Merman, and on the near side, Una Matata fought. Was how you like that.
He's never Una Matata and he's won it.
Una Matata wins over at Dundalk. Horse who certainly knows his way around. Fairness, wouldn't be the only one in that race that knows how to win races at Dundalk, but it is Una Matata's day today for Ado McGuinness, Ronan Whelan aboard. There is the scene at Exeter. Real Orange 9 to 4 here now, well supported. Cantagua du Large is 4 to 1. It's 5 to 1 for Wispit Twab and 11 to 2 and bigger the rest. Craig Forsyth.
I'll be done.
It's his final race on Racing Radio today. For today, he'll be back, don't worry. Let's go and see what he makes of this one.
2B is the one for me. That Sandown race wasn't a bad race at all. She got a little bit stuck in the heavy ground that day. Conditions, hopefully should suit a mark of 100. There was definite signs of promise there at Sandown last time. First run since November as well. Hopefully she'll strip a little bit fitter and improve with a win. No, so Whisper to be for me.
Okay, Whisper to be then at Craig the afternoon.
I'll go on a rowing with Whisper to be as well. Real Orange has been a really, really well-backed horse today. First one for Joe Tizard, who's got a big week next week ahead. Weak in the market is Heart Hill, very weak in the market, but Whisper to be the sole 4-year-old in the race. Had a breathing operation since that Sandown run where, to be quite honest, had no real chance in a contest like that. But it was just a question now of getting handicapped. So Whisper to be could be the one in the finale, but real tricky little contest to close out the card at Exeter. So yeah, I'm on my break now. Hopefully Newcastle will be good. And Craig, good luck for the weekend and good luck for next week.
Thanks, John, and all the best to you as well. I hope you have a cracker.
Yeah, all the best.
Great stuff. Thanks to John O'Connell. He'll be back in about an hour or so. We're hearing from Newcastle that Jason Watson's been moved into an ambulance for further treatment. He'll be heading to hospital with a suspected leg injury. So hopefully Jason will be okay. But Bucklow Hill obviously withdrawn, and Jason Watson injured following that incident in the paddock. He'll be okay. They've jumped away at Exeter. They are loading at Newcastle as well. We'll start off at Exeter, but we'll probably take the Newcastle call all over at Exeter.
Orange Whiteface and Jim behind Heart Hill. Brendan Powell that but for Real Orange, she's coming toward number 2. All over safely there. So Heart Hill disputing Morning Air coming through as well. Morning Air with Poet's Reflection. And Real Orange over safely there with Mistress Fox in 5th place. Riders Rock is just about in 6th. And then there's a line of the Miss Tiara races next to Cantagua du Large.
Long way to go at Exeter. Second position, racing keenly in 3rd is With Glory in the grey and dark blue colours, and head to one side, taking a bit of a keen hold under Kieran O'Neill. Blue and yellow jacket in 4th position, then he's caught to be around 3.5 lengths off the leader. And that is the Kempton Park winner, Silent Strike, striding out in front by a length. To Soul Love, who won on debut at Southwell, With Glory in 3rd position. And 2, Kimbara also being stoked up as the pace is lifting down inside the final quarter mile. It's Soul Love on the right, Sam James. Silent Strike on the left, Callum Rodriguez. These two quickening away. Cotai Lights is back in 3rd, and it's Silent Strike and Soul Love. Silent Strike, Soul Love having a good ding-dong battle. 100 yards left to go. Silent Strike on the near side. Soul Love gaining the upper hand as they race into the closing stages, and Soul Love makes it 2 from 2. Saw off Silent Strike. 3rd across the line then was Cotai Lights, and Kimbara was 4th. Soul Love, your winner at Newcastle. Straight back to Exeter we go for the 5:18. Let's pick them back up on the main channel.
Leading from Heart Hill in 2nd place. Real Orange is in 3rd position. Real Orange followed then by Poet's Reflection. It's the outside. Up the inner, next in the field, is Mistress Fox. Is then followed through by Riders Rock and Eskimo Sam, as they head now towards this next flight of hurdles. Miss Tiara's in touch still towards the inside, Wispit Twab to the outer, and at the back end of the field, Sweet Serene just kicked along into this next flight of hurdles and struggling still in last. Wispit Twab to hold its position, midpoint down.
No Ferraris, no. Yeah, I'll do that.
Another reached.
Sweet Serene, but she's still in touch as they head towards the last one over on the far side of the track. One of them flattened that. I think it was probably Heart Hill. Wispit Twab seems to be struggling badly now at the back. But up front, very tight for the overall lead. 3 in line here. Morning Air with Real Orange, Whiteface showing in the middle of these three leaders, and puts right with the Chiara. Their reflection on the outside, 4th and 5th, followed round by picking up 1 or 2 of them from the back of the field as Riders Rock now comes under pressure. Cantago de Lage is quite a long way behind now, and so too Wispit Twab. Those two look to have impossible tasks as they now move on towards the...
Right, I'll read this race. Got too caught up in that. Yeah, I had an amazing week. Normally struggled to get 100 points last week, but made it by the Saturday. And just 3 days in, 200 points. But I've missed bloody 70 points worth of profits. And this one, if I miss this race. I just love Maiden, though. 4 results. I had it on Exeter, didn't I? Anyway, I think it's looking like the Goldwyn Gamble favourite, Real Orange. I don't know if I checked these. So yeah, I got proper sidetracked then. I still didn't read the race. Just a minute. Goldwich Way Gamble, Category de Lage, and Goldwyn Gamble favourite. So alright. Sweet Serene, weak reverse gamble. Is it handicap? Yeah. So don't back favourites anyway, so I'm glad favourites cooked, but that's the second big reverse gamble today. I won't have backed it. I'm not backing them at the minute, but it's good to see that they're coming in. How many reverse gambles would it have took? It would have took 1, 2, 3. Mistress Fox, big one, biggest of them. That's just a weak one that won. I should have gone on fucking 50. I was about to go 50 each way on that Una Matata, you know. They're all coming in, all gambles, all fixes, just hardly any losses. No, as you've seen today, it's like 1 loss. 1 gamble that didn't make it. False gambles, actually, that race. Well, there were 4 gambles. We don't back if there's 4 gambles. It doesn't look right. It's not. It's not a real market. That I shouldn't have backed because that were a reverse gamble, but I mean, because it were a fix as well. Give it a little chance. Backed it twice, didn't I? Oh, just once. LRP to gamble that got beat there. Nearly winning. Hakuna Matata. I'm going to have a rest anyway. I'll probably wake up after racing's finished. I don't know if I can. I'm just mentally tired. If I had a proper meal, but I've got to make it. I just need to name that maiden winner at 13-2. Eleanor Jam, 7-1. Hakuna Matata. No, that's it then, isn't it? They're not helping themselves. They're not having. I'll try to get last. Right, this race at Newcastle. Goldwyn Gamble Caron. Yeah, I should be. I just it don't bear thinking about the amount of horse like today again. Should have made a hell of a lot more. £200 more. Just didn't get on. I think they're on that fix that made them 13 to 2. Because I'm just absolutely knackered. Goldwyn Gamble here, Caron. We don't back favourites. But we know that that's a problem against if we're going to go against it. If there's a gold each way gamble against it, we back only that. And I don't make a mistake backing a favourite again. Like earlier on, 12 to 1 gold gamble landed in Maiden, beating the favourite for the forecast. Right, tribal wisdom. Could be a reverse gamble that, tribal wisdom. I'd rather have my money on tribal wisdom than the gold gamble Caron. Put it that way. Starliner's strong here. Nearly a gold each way gamble, so that's 2 against the favourite. Tribal wisdom. Good morning, Alex is strong as well. At the moment, what time is it? Is it time? Yeah, that's strong as well. That's what we got. Potential reverse gamble, tribal wisdom. The strong Starliner. And the strong good morning, Alex.
Fold to win the race. Should be 8. You get 12s. Barry Geraghty likes the look of that. Revert back now. And talking of Barry Geraghty, he was one of punts. He'll preview Nasters and esteem it. That's YouTube channel. It's been live for about half an hour. So if you want to tune in tonight or maybe at some point over the weekend, see what Barry and Jane Mangan, as well as Sir April McCoy, Leona Mayer, Ross Briley. I even get a cameo from Dave Kellner as well. Available to watch right now. Hare's running at Toaster for the 5:31. The favourite here, only just, is in the stripes, and that's the Racing Post nap. Let's see how they go. Often racing at Toaster. 6 from 3 and 4 in the early part of the race, then 2, 1 and 5's the back marker. 2 was just bumped there. 4 has managed to take over. 4 from 6 and 5. A gap back to 3 and a further gap back to the 1. And 2 is still Tail and Charlie as they turn in. 4, 6 and 5 turning in Toaster. 5 starts to close. It's 4 from 5 and 6. 5 going this way and that in behind, but won't go by. 4's your winner. 5 and 6 in behind. Runners are making their way down to the start at Tampa Bay Downs, the 5:35, not all that far away. Kalina Star is the 6-4 favourite, but we'll take a trip to Canterbury Hills first, where my favourite car is 11-4.
No more bets.
They're off. 12 is quickly away. 8 is close as they approach the first fence. 9 is the leader. 5 is making rapid headway. 8 is challenging for the lead. 9 is still ahead. Over the second, and they all take it safely. And look at them go over that one. And 4 is making good headway. 8 is beginning to close. Just one fence left now. And they enter the home straight with 9 ahead. It's an incredible end to this race, and at the finish we have first, number 8. Number 9 is second. Number 2 is third.
And I'm really looking forward to moving forward. I think it is the most beautiful part of the world, and I don't like that the rest of the world owns so much of it and takes so much from it, and no one speaks about it.
10-1, you win a jackpot.
And I'm really looking forward to hoping that the people that are running those different countries all unite and come together and take Africa back. That's what I want to see. Take it back from the French, take it back from the Spanish, take it back from the Portuguese and the British. It's so important for the future of that country and for that continent.
Well, and we hope Jason Watson's okay as well.
I mean, they have all the resources to be the greatest and most powerful place in the world. And
they're in the paddock for the previous race. If you have just joined us, that was the reason for the slight delay to the previous race at Newcastle, and this one's going to be a little bit late off as well, but they are making their way down to the start for the 5:30. Sprint Valley underway on the second channel, the 5:35. We've got Kinsley coming up soon. We've got Tampa Bay on the way as well. Let's just catch the back end on the second channel from Sprint Valley.
Down to halfway, Quiz Kid, Breezy Bright, Jake Motter. Into the final furlong they come. Quiz Kid with the call. Jake Motter's giving chase. Quiz Kid, Jake Motter, Breezy Bright heading for the line. Quiz Kid the leader from Breezy Bright, and then Jake Motter. Quiz Kid in front, Breezy Bright, Jake Motter, they give chase. Here's the line at Sprint Valley, Breezy Bright in front. Breezy Bright wins. Quiz Kid second, Jake Motter third. 13-2, 9-4 favourite at 8-1, 5:35, and 2 seconds the F turn.
Go then on the main channel for this 8 graded contest. Racing Post go with 5 to beat 1 and 3 here. The favourite is in the white jacket. Let's go Pablo. Post pick the 5 Taylor Blue. It's 3-1. Also in at 3 Lil Gunner. It's 9. Talking of moving forward, they've arrived at the start at Tampa Bay Downs for their 5:35. We'll be there in a moment. Kalina Star is 6-5. Forget Tomorrow is 2-1. Sexpectations is 15-2. You wouldn't get that by the BHA. Brew is 8-1. It's 11s and bigger the rest. Tampa coming up. Kinsley on the way first. Tampa will remain on the second channel if you're in shop, or on Betting TV 3 if you're online. We do have Newcastle coming. All in at Kinsley. We'll head to Newcastle in a moment.
I backed him.
I don't agree with what you're saying. Man put his money
He's
down.
not happy
pays
at
his bill.
Kinsley. I think Trap 4 has turned around.
He's a very smart
boxes.
horse. I mean, how David Maxwell
Started
got him beat in the bumper.
taking
God
it
only
upon
knows it was a
himself
painful
to-
watch for those that backed him.
I don't agree with what you're saying.
Turned the
Man put
4
his money
rounds.
down. He pays his bill.
Jacket is possibly owing to the fact that
I think all credit has to go to
facing
him.
the wrong way there, he will
He didn't
struggle.
do much wrong on the horse. If you back the horse, I'd call you the mug.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, listen, I think the ground's going to be too fast for brighter days ahead. If she does win, I'll be absolutely
gonna be
delighted.
fast.
It won't be fast. It'll be
Have you
good
ever been to
stuff.
Cheltenham on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Have you ever walked out onto the track?
No.
I've come to talk with you again.
Can't be out the first three, surely.
No, not in a million years.
Not in a million
I'd back him
years.
to win.
Okay.
But I've got to start with...
Winner, chicken dinner.
I've got to start with my line from last year. Come back, Jack. Come back. Do you remember that, Gordon, when he jumped the last? Did you see that on Twitter?
No, I didn't see it, no.
As I watched my soul drift away and Bob Ollinger came past me.
No, I didn't see it, no. I didn't see it.
Because a vision softly creeping.
Quirkiest horses in the race is Ballyburn. We go back to the Hatton's Grace.
I can't have him at all.
So there were genuine excuses for his poor run behind Tiapu last time. But how many excuses can you continue to give a horse?
What was wrong with him?
He wasn't good enough.
He doesn't really stay three months.
We're all here to do this podcast here today. You know,
Apparently there was a genuine excuse. That's what I've been told.
You've said that at times that where you can't actually say what it is. Sometimes
yeah,
you
but
have
I'm
to be.
training the horse.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a tipster.
I'll get a smack on the wrist, Gordon. You know, I'll get a smack on the wrist. A very smart horse. I mean, how David Maxwell got him beat in the bumper. God only knows it was a painful watch for those that backed him.
I don't agree with what you're saying. Man put his money down. He pays his bills.
Yeah.
I think all credit has to go to him. He didn't do much wrong on the horse. If you back the horse, I'd call you the mug.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, listen, I think the ground's going to be too fast for brighter days ahead. If she does win, I'll be absolutely
gonna be
delighted.
fast.
It won't be fast. It'll
Have
be
you
good
ever been to
stuff.
Cheltenham on Tuesday?
Yeah.
He
Have
said
you ever
too
walked
fast,
out onto
though.
the track?
No.
I've come to talk with you again.
Can't be out the first three, surely.
No, not in a million years.
Not in a million
I'd back him
years.
to win.
Okay.
But I've got to start
Winner, chicken dinner.
I've got to start with my line from last year.
Horses, officer. Yeah, These will be chasing people horses.
Morning, Instagram.
Whatever they want. Whatever they want, clearly.
Yeah, start making up.
If they're clear, yeah. Clearly. They should be being nicked. Should be being nicked, officer. They've just been chasing people on horses. Why are they not being nicked?
With the greatest respect, what do you want me to do and pull him off the horse?
Yeah. If they had a Union Jack on, they'd be off the horse.
Well, I'm not going to pull someone off the horse, mate.
If they had a Union Jack on, you would.
No, crap.
Apparently, they're allowed to chase people with horses. They just chase.
that backed him.
I don't agree with what you're saying. Man put his money down. He pays his bills.
Yeah.
I think all credit has to go to him. He didn't do much wrong on the horse. If you back the horse, I'd call you the mug.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, listen, I think the ground's going to be too fast for brighter days ahead. If she does win, I'll be absolutely
won't be
delighted.
fast.
It won't be fast. It'll
Have
be
you
good
ever been
soft.
to Cheltenham on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Have you ever walked out onto the track?
No.
I've come to talk with you again.
Champion the first three, surely.
No, not in a million years.
Not in a million
I'd back him
years.
to win.
Okay.
But I've got to start.
Uh-oh, I'm missing. Oh, Maiden. And Dundalk. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Come on, quickly. Oh, come on. Don't do this bad internet to me now. Right, 5:45 Maiden. I'm going to miss this. Both of them. Fix Open Mind. There's a gold each way gamble, double stakes. Open Mind. It's too late. There's Fix Vercors. It's strong as well. Vercors. Might be Vercors.
Cena, Inishmo Prince
I've missed
Club along. As they continue, passing the 3, Reposado, and Imam Spartacus Hasina bumped along behind him, only spoofing towards the inside under pressure. Inishmo still is go out, and between them is Sandy O'Malley. About a furlong and a half to race, spread across the track. I'm Spartacus and Mintman fighting it out. Reposado trying to get through. Behind them is Masked Angel. Inishmo Prince towards the far side with only final furlong. It's I'm Spartacus out in front. I'm Spartacus a length and a half clear. A good battle on for the second between Reposado, Masked Angel, only spoofing, and Inish Prince. But it's
I need
well done for the win there. I'm Spartacus, Frederick McGuinness, and Adam Caffrey, the 5-1 winner.
With it being a double stakes, it might actually win that. Open Mind. You can't have him running, can you? No. Oh, so I could still have had a win bet. It was forcing me a win bet. That's. Oh, God. What am I doing?
As well was Open Mind right here, right now. Jamira Bay going up and down in the one spot from Iraz. Then came the Trickster and Music of Time. It's Arigato Gozaimasu who hits the lead here from Caldero. Open Mind. Jamira Bay now starting to lift here again. Jamira Bay honing in here on Arigato Gozaimasu. Open Mind out wide. Vercors. Vercors working through here late. Vercors the one. Vercors.
Vercors has got it as well. Bastard. Again, a big one. Big fix. 18 to 1. When I saw it. Fuck's sakes. It's not fair, is it? It's not fair at all. Why didn't I just... Why am I watching stuff instead of making money? Leave this. Another fix as well. There's been fixed galore, and that's why I'm looking forward to Maiden. It's 2 I didn't even get on, and now fucking 18 to 1. Big one, another 200 quid, 200 odd quid. Absolutely sucks. What am I doing? I'm just that tired now, just my head's gone, just relaxing from it, but don't tell me I've missed a winner at Dundalk as well. It is a gold gamble landed at Dundalk. Gold gamble. I missed 2 in it. Didn't know the 2 races running together. It's just unbelievable. So what's that? 18, 19, 20, 23 on it each way. 200 odd, £300. Close to 300 back, missed. Plus them earlier on. Plus loads more this week. This one, that one I can't prove, obviously. Of course I did prove. It's not fair. It's really not fair because I've got no one behind me at all. It absolutely stinks. Can you believe it? The dirty little rats will take free, but they'd rather than pay me lose hundreds and hundreds of pounds that they could be making. Gold gamble there as well. Look. Oh, God. I don't like this. Because enough show, and you know, it's no surprise that it won at 18s. And the other one placed. The gold gamble placed. The fixed one. This wasn't any. That's the only race we didn't pick a winner on. I think I've had enough today. I mean, I think I've proved a point here. Save the video before anything happens and corrupts the file, because it's happened nearly every day. I feel sick on missing that. Oh, I need to rest. I need to lay down. Yeah. I can't do this. It's just not fair. You can't promote the videos because of betting. YouTube don't promote the videos. There's not enough people interested or looking at something. I missed two big races. Look, two big 18 to 1 and 5 to 1. No, I'm not going to risk now. Shit. This is a Goldwing Gamble favourite anyway, this Goldmoyne. Al-Muqdad, it's strong. Bobby Joe legs the reverse gamble, and Hectic's just weak.
There she goes, God bless her. Look at that fucker go. Fuck me. Fucking in front of the ambulance. Oi, oi! Get on a bit, little lass. They were right about this thing. They were right about it from day one. Fucking put a kettle on. I'm not even watching it jump in the last. Here we go. It's fucking fell. A freak. There she is. She's off. She's away. She's a freak. Aye, aye. There she goes. God bless her. Look at that fucker go. Fuck me.
That is disgusting. That's disgusting. Yeah, missing that 18 to 1 was disgusting. I tried to get it on, just went in time. Should have just put it on as a win bet and been happy. It's an each way method system, you know. Yeah, I think I proved a point. So lots of night racing to do, lots of money to be made, but I would just feel sick after that. I've done it so many times this week. I need to be more straight. My own fault. I got caught watching X, so just watching X.
Britain first. It's that bloody simple. Shut down those hotels today. We British taxpayers are sick to death of it. Our blood, sweat and hard-earned money should go to proper workers, not system overhaul now. Those freeloaders who contribute sod all, send them packing out of our country for good. Slash their benefits now and watch them scarper on their own. Britain first.
That's AI, but What the hell? Wow. I'll make a new video for night racing if I do any night racing anyway.